Welcome to the evening update for home service businesses. We do this every night, like I said, at 5 p.m. Pacific. We do a state of the world with Mel, our resident HR expert, who also moonlights as a newscaster in the evenings. And then we go over a main topic for the day, whether that's on safety, HR issues like we talked about yesterday, whether that is on operations, business, or marketing strategies. We do one big main topic and we have a guest on. We sometimes have a guest on, depending on the topic. Tonight, your guest is Roland, who's going to be walking you through setting up a text blast to your customers. So we like to call these on Wednesdays, Workshop Wednesdays, where we hope you take away the exact steps on how to set up something in your business, mostly around marketing. So if you want to watch previous episodes, make sure you visit our YouTube channel. Just type in Housecall Pro. There's a whole playlist of just these coronavirus evening updates. And if you're looking for the resources, we've now been doing this for a little over 4 weeks. We have so many resources in our blog. So that's housecallpro.com/coronavirus. You can either access the Facebook group from there, and you can access any of our resources. So just click in there. We'd love to know how those are helping you and if you've been able to apply what you're learning from those as well. So I'm going to pass it over to Mel now, and she's going to give you a quick intro and your state of the world, and we'll be back on.
All right, thank you and good evening. Thanks for joining us. I saw we had a couple people joining for the first time, and I recognized a lot of names in there, so we've got some repeats. Good to see you all. I'm Melina Fairley, Senior Vice President of People at Housecall Pro. Please feel free to call me Mel. As Alexa mentioned, I am not a reporter. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I am a business leader and a human resources professional with over 20 years of experience. On the personal side, I'm a military wife. I'm a homeowner. I'm a mom of 4. I'm now working from my home here in San Diego. So we come to you live every weeknight from our homes to give you a reliable recap of what's going on in the world. And as Alexa mentioned, to bring you guests and education, and hopefully, most importantly, just a sense of community and action, things you can do to help your business during these trying times.
Yep, and obviously it's really important that you get your information from a trusted source. That is what we're trying to be. So everything that we quote here, we're going to have a reference. We're going to have a source, so you know where it's coming from. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Yesterday, we covered a little bit of tomfoolery that's going down with WhatsApp, with people spreading all kinds of rumors and things through there. So we'll be sharing that as well throughout this process.
Right, exactly. So we put out a PDF every day that recaps everything that we're talking about from the World Update and gives you links to articles and websites and government sources where you can get reliable information. So here's your update for Wednesday, April 8th, 2020. Globally today, total cases of coronavirus reached over 1.5 million, and as deaths are nearing 90,000. In the US, total cases of coronavirus surpassed 400,000, and deaths have surpassed 14,000. Roland's going to pull up the Johns Hopkins map there, which is a really good source of updated information. So you can click into it, any country of particular interest. Obviously, there the US. You can see Canada. I know we've got Canadians on here tonight. So
yep, some up here. It looks a lot less because they're just reporting it by region here, but then here you can see it really everywhere. You can zoom in your particular city, and you can click on it too.
The column that we're going to become more and more interested in over time is going to be that column on the far right. It's the green, right? Green is good. So those are the total recovered. So we've got the cases, unfortunately, those who have lost the fight against coronavirus, and then we're going to see the numbers of recovered continue to climb. So we'll be looking at those numbers every night. Today at the White House coronavirus briefing, President Trump shared that 11 million N95 masks have been delivered in just the last few days, including 6.6 million to New York and New Jersey. We had a few folks on tonight from those states. He also gave, in my opinion, a well-deserved call to cashiers and clerks in grocery stores as being true American heroes. As some of you know, I spent 15 years at a grocery store, Trader Joe's, so I know how hard those folks are out there working, and that they're putting themselves in harm's way, just as many of you are in the essential services, in order to keep America running. He also said that we can defeat visibility and save countless lives if we continue to focus on mitigation, that social distancing, not going out if we don't need to. And face masks has been quite the news, especially here in Southern California where we are. They continue to be at the forefront of preventative measures. So the mayor of Los Angeles, Eric Garcetti, issued an emergency order requiring employees at essential businesses, as well as customers of those businesses, to wear face coverings to reduce transmission. So business owners are responsible for supplying the masks. And these aren't the medical masks or respirators that should be reserved for healthcare workers. Instead, this new LA requirement includes cloth masks, scarves, bandanas, and we're starting to see that other cities in California and elsewhere in the US are also mandating masks. So if this hasn't happened in your community, it certainly might in the coming days and weeks. So do-it-yourself masks are, I know we're seeing here in San Diego, becoming quite the thing.
Yeah, definitely. We actually have someone local here that's actually been making them for free if people just donate the cloth. She's actually someone that's created some interesting outfits for me, if you've seen my elf outfit. But so her name's Suloka here, and I'll just share the screen real quick just so you can kind of get a feel for it. But a lot of local seamstresses, tailors, sewing studios, like things like that, are donating their time, their resources, also their setups. But she is actually making masks out there for anybody that can donate the cloth, and she's eating all the costs and doing all the labor and giving those things all for free. And then obviously too, there's all these really funny viral videos going around on do-it-yourself masks that you make either out of shirts, out of handkerchiefs, using a combination of hair ties and folding techniques. They're all over YouTube now. You can search for them, and you get pretty clever with them. It's kind of a fun thing to try, and you can get very, you know, pick out whatever you want, whatever color suits your need. But t-shirts, what have you, can be turned into these masks.
And so now we're also starting to see more hopeful articles and reports coming out talking about what a gradual reopening of the economy might look like here in the US. And I know we're all anxious to get back to normal as soon as possible. But what we're seeing internationally is that any reopening in the foreseeable future is not likely to be an instant return to normal, right? Instead of a swift return to our pre-coronavirus lives, we're more likely to see more of a gradual easing of some restrictions, while many other restrictions may remain in place. So, you know, since the US wasn't the first to be impacted by the coronavirus, we do have countries that have gone ahead of us that are sort of farther ahead in the curve of this epidemic, that are farther down the road. So for example, in Austria, they're going to let some non-essential shops reopen next week. And Denmark is reopening daycare centers and primary schools on April 15th. So both countries said that they would clamp down immediately again if they spotted any signs of a second wave of infections. We also heard on Tuesday that China lifted the lockdown on Wuhan. So that city of 11 million people had been shut down and sealed off for 10 weeks. That's any indication. So personally, I know that we're all anxious to return to some semblance of normalcy, especially those of us trapped at home with kids. So I know I'll be watching Austria and Denmark and the other countries who are farther ahead of us to get a glimpse of what our future path could look like. Alexa?
Yeah.
I'm back. Thank you, Mel, for our state of...
It's nice to have you here.
Alexa.
Story of her life for here on to forward.
every time I have a Zoom meeting with anyone in our company, she goes off in all the households. So thank you, Mel, for the state of the world. I know you are where I get all of my high level news. So I absolutely love that we do this in the beginning, and hopefully you guys do too. What we're going to get into now, we're going to call it Workshop Wednesday. Just like yesterday was WWMD, what would Mel do? We're going to be doing Workshop Wednesdays, where we're going to be showing you how to set up either a marketing campaign, something within your business operations. We really want to equip you with strategies and templates to help you get through this time and to help you think outside the box with these types of things. So we're going to get into the bulk of our Zoom call today. So Roland and I are actually going to be running through some things that you can be texting your customers about. We actually have a template for you. We have an image and a template. And then Roland is going to be going through, I think we have 5 recommendations of texting softwares. And then he's actually going to be demoing one of something that you can set up today with your customers. So let's get on into it. So of course, right now during the coronavirus pandemic, it's really extra helpful to use text message marketing apps to communicate with your existing customers, just to let them know what's up, if anything's changed, any safety protocols that your business has put into place. Let's go through some examples, Roland.
Yeah, let's do it. So shall we go first through the different softwares or some of the different things that we should be sending out to our customers?
So I think let's go through some of the different things we can send out to our customers to kind of get those creative juices flowing. And then we can quickly touch on the 4 or 5 that we have, and you can run through the full demo of the texting app.
Okay. So we created a template. This template is the most basic one. Obviously, you are going to want to get the word out. A lot of homeowners may or may not know if you're an essential business. They may or may not know if you're actually open for business. And so the first one, the one that we actually created the template for, is just letting them know that you're open. I'm going to share my screen right here real quick. Go to, whoops, go share. All right. So we're going to share the link to this Canva template here. But this is a really basic image that you can use to text out. We're going to talk a little bit about the differences between SMS and MMS. So one is your standard text. One, actually, you can add images. Obviously, images catch the eye much more. Yes, they're more expensive to send out, but when you can, why not? And it's still just so cheap from a dollar perspective. So this is a great Canva template here. We obviously released a whole bunch of different coronavirus templates that you can use, but this is just an example. So if you wanted to use this template really easily, you can sign up quickly with email, a name,
or just sign into
password.
your Canva account if you have one, which all of you should.
You should, but I don't. So let's just do this here. All right, get started. It's free. Oh, the account already exists. Who knew?
Great.
Oh my gosh. Let's throw some numbers in there.
Probably because
let's throw some numbers in there too. There we go.
Is that seriously
all right.
working? Oh my gosh.
That's so crazy. Okay, so check it out. So this is Canva, super easy. This is one of the templates here that we have for you. We are open. You can drop a logo in here real easily, change very simply, your website name. So like in my case with my fake company here, it's, Pool Boy Carpets Cleaning. And then actually I'll go steal that logo real quick. Pool Boy Carpet Cleaning.
This is Roland's fake company.
So this is my fake company, guys. It's not a real company here. I'm going to save this image as a logo. Then we're going to come back to Canva right here and real quickly drop in that logo. Whoa,
through uploads.
Through uploads. Oh, come on.
Your mouse isn't moving.
My mouse is not moving. Let's try this. Resume share. Boom. Drag and drop. Throw my logo on here. Maybe resize it, or you can send it to the back. Whatever you want to do here. Maybe you can make it even the entire background here.
Yeah.
So this really doesn't require a lot of skills. You can move things around very, very easily, different sections, and get it to actually work for your business here. So watch, I'm totally like screwing it up live. Right,
I know, I'm like, Natalie, you made it.
Natalie.
But we have Natalie created a bunch of templates for you guys. They're all different sizes where you can go in and customize them. And those are on the blog right now. So just type in Canva templates in the Housecall Pro blog, and you'll be able to download all these and use them for your texting to your customers, the MMS. So that's how simple it is. Some other things to consider when you're texting your customers. So right now, we're just trying to give you some ideas. So sending exciting service updates, product reviews. Maybe you have like a new cleaning solution that you're using or leaving behind after visiting your customer's house. Of course, offering special sales and discount codes. And then something that Roland and I are passionate about is neighborhood pickups and drop-offs. So if you're in the neighborhood, what can you get for your customers? What better way to receive that than a text?
Yep. So what are some other ideas here? Obviously, gift cards is one. We see a lot of that out there. So letting your customers know, hey, you know what, support local business, you know, buy a gift card here, it's 50% off or 75% off, whatever it happens to be. So $50 buys you $100 worth of services come July, you know, redeemable after July, things like that to let them know, have some cash kind of coming in the door. So that's another one.
And just out of curiosity, because we're going to show you how to do this, how to have your customers opt in to a text. How many of you receive discounts and deals and notifications about companies that you've subscribed through text messaging? At least like one or two. Put it in the chat. If you're on Facebook, put it in the thread. Who receives offers through text messaging? Michelle says, I do, but no pictures. See, this will be something cool to learn. Where do you find the templates again? Those are going to be in the blog. We'll post it here for you, Lena. We'll post a link. Many offers. I know for me, I prefer text over email because I have so many emails that I dread going through the promotion. So if I'm getting a text message, I want to clear that text message notification. So setting something like this up is definitely the preferred way for at least myself and consumers like me to receive notifications. So Roland just threw something in the chat and we're going to tease you guys with what we are doing today. So we're going to teach you how to set up one of these on your own. So text coronavirus deal to 31996. Everyone go ahead and do that, whether you're on Zoom or Facebook. We're going to teach you how to set one up for yourself.
Yep. And the reason why we have this set up this way is so that way we're getting the necessary opt-ins here. So obviously when it comes to sending out texts in bulk to your customers, you got to make sure they're opted in. So in this case, we're going to be offering a deal to get your customers to opt into this. So in this case, you know, we're showing this here in the chat, but you can create a flyer, you can put it on your web page, you can create forms on your web page, and we're going to show you and talk about all these different things. But I want you guys just to opt into this, so that way you guys can follow along with some of the examples that we have prepared for you guys. So go ahead and get that started, and we're going to kind of continue spitballing with some ideas here.
Yeah, we'll give you guys a few more, like 30 more seconds. Once you've texted it, put done into the chat or the Facebook thread. So this is a very interactive workshop Wednesday. Cool. Done. Pamela's done. Michelle's done. Kelsey's done. Cool. Roland, do you have a screen? We have a screenshot of what you guys should have received. Jill sent a screenshot in our Slack if you want to share what it should look like. So we want you guys to experience it as the customer so you can tell and see what might be right for you.
Yep. So let's get this image right here up on my screen real quick. All right. So what you guys should be seeing here, let me share my screen. Once you guys do this, you're gonna see this here. So this is what you'll see. You know, hey, reply and confirm your email address associated to your VIP club membership with us. There we go. Thanks for becoming one of our valued VIP customers. We'll send you updated, or we'll keep you updated with tips and tricks to keep your carpets and pool clean, as well as deals and coupons. And you'll see here on the bottom, it says something here where it says 2 messages per month, reply stop to cancel. What's really important to note there is that those are necessary to include on all these types of text message communications. This is set by the carriers. So if the carriers don't see this, they're either going to, one, ghost your texts, so you don't even know that they failed and your customers didn't receive them, or they'll just outright just block them. So you'll need to make sure that that's added on to there, as well as terms and privacy. So the software that I use will automatically do that for you, which is going to be really easy, but not all software has that built in. So make sure that you include that, so that way you get the proper opt-ins.
And our goal from this is to show you a variety, or to talk about a variety of softwares. Roland did this a little bit on Whiteboard Wednesday in the value of them and when it comes to price, features. Either way, the ones that we have here are super easy to set up. So awesome. We have a lot of you who have opted in. Roland, do you want to speak on the 3 to 5 ones that you recommend really quick, and then we can go into a live demo of you setting it up?
All right, so let me share my screen here with you guys, just so you guys can kind of see the ones that we've played around with that I think they're all good. They all do similar things. Some maybe are a little easier than others, and there's different price points for each, but they all roughly come to around, on average, about 5 cents a text. So across the board, you'll be doing about 5 cents a text, and that's an SMS. So that is no picture. When you're talking about MMS, it's about 3 times as expensive. So it's about between 10 to 15 cents per MMS. So if you're including images, things with a lot of extra information. So easy texting is one of them that I definitely recommend. Easy texting was actually an acquisition by a company called Callfire. But easy texting is definitely one that I would recommend. Another one to take a look at for you guys to evaluate, and you guys might have different tastes, but I'm just giving you the ones that I think are quite good here. I don't know if this is pronounced Scipio or Skypio, but either way, Scipio here is good. Take a look at simpletexting.com. Simple Texting, and they have got some really big players that are using their platform, and they make it really easy to send messages back and forth, two-way texting. These ones are a little more expensive because they have a little more enterprise stuff. And obviously for COVID-19 response, they're giving away credits to schools, governments, and municipalities, but you can always try to negotiate and see if they'll give you any free credits to do it. Textedly is also a good one to consider and take a look at. And then you'll see the pricing here. They all roughly align to the same thing. And then you'll see roughly how many messages per month you get. And you want to make sure you get that custom keyword. The keywords are really important to get that opt-in. So if you find one and you happen to not use one that I recommend, just make sure in the very least that they got that keyword so you can get those opt-ins going. Mozio is also pretty good. I like Mozio. Mozio is a little older. They've been around for a little bit. And then obviously my most favorite one to here is Google Voice. So Google Voice is free, but you cannot do anything en masse. You'll be doing one by one by one. Now, the one we're going to be talking about is called slicktext.com. And so you guys can see here that everyone that's watching, 39 of you guys have subscribed here to my one active keyword. And we're going to walk through how to build a couple different things that you can do, kind of what we suggested. So any questions so far?
And what we're walking through here, what Roland's going to be walking through here, you can do on like pretty much on all of the apps he just showed you. I'm not quite sure about Google Voice, the capability to do that. And with Google Voice, you're going to have to text it out individually. But one of the things that we've been talking about is, what do you have your employees who are at home do now? Have them text your customers. You can all have them all download Google Voice numbers and send a text out that way. Just of course, always be wary, like you never want to spam your customers. No one wants to receive like junk texts. It would probably anger people, and that's why Roland is showing you the opt-in notification that these official softwares have. So that's definitely the safer way to go, and it's relatively cheap to do.
Yep. From a cost perspective, this is probably the best bang for your buck when done correctly. So let's go back to Slick Text here. So the first thing, guys, that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up your keyword. Your keyword or your text words is what gives you the ability to get the proper opt-ins. Okay. So the proper opt-in. So in this case, I had made the text word here, coronavirus deal. I can add a description here. Looks like 40 of you guys subscribed here, but when you use Slick Text here, you want to set that up. So if those of you that want to participate here in this live demo, you want to text coronavirus deal to 31996. And we'll post that again right here in the chat, or Alexa will post that into the chat here. So the first thing you do here, and you guys noticed, for those of you that, that sent the text here, is it sent an auto reply. So by doing this auto reply here, they're seeing why they subscribed. They also get this message right here at the end. This is what makes you compliant and keeps you on the safe side of the law. Obviously, you can upload an image. In this case, I called mine the VIP Club for Pool Boy Carpet Cleaning. That's what I wanted to create. But this gets you those subscribers that you want to get. Now, one of the questions that I saw you guys ask was like, hey, what if someone replies? Well, if I go into inbox here, I can see this person in Kurtles at windstream.net. Dubuque, Iowa? Dubuque? I don't know how to say that. I can even come back here and say, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. You know, I could send them a message back. So if someone sends a message back to me, you can actually see that. Most of these products will have an inbox here. So someone here just texted in and said, sweet, I know, right? So this lets you keep it super personal. Obviously, when people reply to you, try to interact with them so it doesn't feel so robotic. But you'll see those kind of coming in here. So back to this keyword, you want to make sure that you set up this keyword. This has got a really cool platform. Okay, so I see all of you guys here saying, great product. Thanks, it's not mine. You know, let's go here. Super cool features. I'm your Huckleberry. Pick me. All right, you guys are definitely all sending me stuff here, so I can see that, which is great. Now, what I like about Slick Text here is you can go into in marketing tools and you can get opt-ins from all kinds of different ways. You can generate them via links. And then you can also generate marketing flyers so people can subscribe. So you can even send out an email message getting people to subscribe. And with these marketing flyers, you can create them like this. So, you know, one per page. And it just walks you through, hey, what's this thing? What's the offer? What's this? What's the keyword? You know, and boom, you can generate this flyer. You can easily mail it to people so they can get those opt-ins. You can also print them out if you wanted to do that. But they do all kinds of fun stuff. You can do promos, mobile coupons. We'll talk a little bit about the coupons here. But one of the things that we were just talking about was, hey, let your customers know that you're open for business. So here I can see that there's 47 of you that are my group here. So if I want to send you guys a message here, I can call this one open for business. Okay. And then, you know, which text word list am I going to send it to? And the message here is going to be, hold on, from the template. Let's find where that is from the template. Sorry, give me guys a sec. Popping over to another screen real quick. You know, so here we go. You know, we are open and here to help our community. Respond with community to claim $15 off your next service with us when things get better. Maybe we add that in there. And now we want to add that picture that we created. So let's go ahead and add that picture here and go picture. And now we're going to click on select an image. All right, I'm gonna hit resume. So here's that image that I created. I didn't pay for that stock art, so it cropped it and made it look all funny, but this is just an example, so why not? This might be the first deal that I send out to them. So in this case, I can send it now, I can send it later, I could send it on a continual basis or like once a month if I want to keep engaging with them. In this case here, I'm just gonna send a message. And it's going to send to you guys. So it says your text message is launching. 48 people will be receiving your text message here shortly. And what's really cool about this is you can view your campaign. So in a second here, it's going to show that it's sent, who it's sent to, and then obviously who's going to be replying to get that $15 deal. So here I've got, you know, the messages here. Hey, look, nice. So here's the message that's just sent out here over to someone that's in Flagler Beach, Florida. Hey, we're open. Respond back with community to get. So here we go. Boom, community. Okay. So congratulations. Congrats. When would you like to be scheduled for? Scheduled for. Trump just said lockdown ends after Easter. Easter. Now. Okay, so this is how you communicate, and all of a sudden now you can create these bookings and get people scheduled. Now, I got a lot of people coming in here saying community, 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 community. And obviously now you can reply to all of these as they come in, but all of a sudden now, you know, I've got inbound coming into my business. This is going to help. So that was super easy to do, guys. That took me all of what, 5 minutes or so to teach you guys how to do it. And that's with me kind of explaining and slowing down. Another interesting thing here that you guys can do is you can create coupons too. So let me just run you guys through coupons here. But in the marketing tools here, you can generate mobile coupons. So in this case, maybe we click manage coupons. So here's a coupon that I've created. I'm just gonna go here into view and edit coupon. So I went in here and just set up all the settings to generate this. This is literally as easy as just like typing some things in, typing content, throwing an image up there. And now I'm gonna send you guys this coupon, but not just a coupon, this is a gift card campaign with a redemption screen and all the things that you need to do it. So in this case, if you're unfamiliar with how to do it, just watch these cool videos. They got nice little videos here that literally walk you through how to do it. You don't have to be a marketing master to do this, but now that I've got this, here's this unique link, okay? It generates a unique link here. And now I go back to sending you guys a message, okay? So we're gonna call this gift card, okay? And the message is, thanks for being a VIP club member. Because you joined, you get access to our exclusive deal to support local #local business. To buy, click this link now. Okay, and whenever you're creating a call to action, you always want to have a compelling reason why they need to click it, but then also an expiration. So deal ends midnight. All right, deal ends soon. Oh, I'm limited to the characters here, guys. Deals end soon. Okay. Now I can always upload an image here, guys. So let me just do that real quick. Click the image button, select an image. I'm gonna put this thing there. Okay, and I'll put you guys back and resume share. So here I've uploaded this gift card image, and I'm gonna send this now, but I need this link to be there. Okay, deal ends soon. Click here to buy. Okay, you send a message. And because they're a VIP club member now, I'm gonna send that message. So all of you guys now are gonna be getting that message. I see a lot of you guys texting here, community, all these kind of things here. But you're gonna see that this one's sent here. This is called the gift card campaign. And what's really cool about it is I can go in and I can see the analytics on this mobile coupon thing. So we'll go back to manage coupon here, options, and I can view the analytics of this coupon. So here I can see that one of you guys already redeemed it. I can see you guys are viewing it. And as I refresh this here, okay, I see 5 now. I can see you guys are viewing this thing here. And then obviously the action clicks are towards the bottom of this. So what's really nice about this is it's really easy to start generating money for your business from your existing customers. I see 5 redemptions now. Okay, so people are redeeming these. And you can do it lots of different ways. You can even link it directly to something like a Cabbage or a gift card or another place where you can literally have them enter in their credit card details and buy direct. In this case, I just had it. So if you click the redeem button, that it would call me. But as you guys saw, it's really easy to create these coupons. It's really easy to just create messages to reach out to your customers. It's really easy to get these opt-ins to do it. Now, if you wanted to upload some contacts too, and these are people that already were opted in, or you happen to have a list of your customers that were opted in, you could just go in here and you could add contacts or upload contacts, okay? And you can either switch to a dedicated number, you can request access to this because they want to make sure that you're not spamming them, or you can also just add them. Oops. Let's see here, merge contacts. Okay, you would just switch to this dedicated number, and I got to pay more to do this, so I'm not actually going to do this here on this demo, but you'd click this button and that would allow you to actually switch over to be able to upload your customers as well that have opted in. And what's cool here is I can see, boom, everybody right here. Everybody right here that opted in. Some of you guys even added your emails here. So this is a really easy tool to get you guys up and running. And like I mentioned before, you know, if you don't like slick text, you can very easily, oh, look at this, text usage used 498 of 500. So I'm already maxed out right here. So I don't know, let's upgrade the plan here. Just a heads up, Rolodex, don't go if you downgrade your account. If you're upgrading, however, let's stay with you. Got it. You know, so here we go. We can go up to this plan right here. Okay, boom, step up to that plan. And so all of a sudden now, boom, I got some more text that I can send out to you guys. So if you guys want to play around with it, let me know. Just send coronavirus deal over to 31996, and then you can see what the flows look like. Obviously, you guys have been messaging me on here, which is neat. But this way, you can send out messages letting them know you're open. You can let them know you're in their neighborhood. You can let them know that you've got a gift card that you can sell to them, that you can redeem later. This is a really easy way to get out in front of your customers. And literally, it took all 5 minutes to set all that stuff up. So.
So as you can see, it's super simple. The goal of these workshop Wednesdays, you guys, is to show you some things maybe you don't know about yet, some softwares you don't know about. This isn't one that's linked with Housecall, it's just one that we found and really liked. So if you have one that you really like and it works well for you, share it with your fellow pros. This is the time to start creating campaigns like that. That could definitely be a good job for your office staff to do. Say, hey, I want to send out I want to send out 100 community codes, and the first 100 people can get this, or the first 25 people can get this. So that is the purpose of this. You can go back and rewatch this. It'll be posted on YouTube later tonight. Other than that, let's get into some questions, some Q&As that we had. So first one, and I think is the most important, is texting legal?
Yeah, texting is absolutely legal. You just got to make sure that people are opted into your list. So as long as you're doing good list hygiene, you're getting their opt-ins. Obviously, you guys all just opted into that number. And people do that because they want a deal or they want to support local or whatever it is. So figure out a way to get them to opt in. You can also create custom web forms that you can place on your website. You can also include links on your invoices if you're using something like Housecall Pro. You can put it in your text messages inside of Housecall Pro too, so they can opt in for deals. There's all kinds of ways that you can do it.
Another texting question. Do texting companies have an app to download on your phone to answer the responses quicker, if not near a computer? I'm sure most of them have them, and you'll be able to see.
Most of them will have a companion app, and then also some of them will just forward the texts to your phone. So and then also forward them if someone calls that phone number. So in this case, if I wanted to go in and let's go to my account. You could go in here and then go my number. So I've got a short code, but if I upgraded to this dedicated local phone number, that's when you can do the forwarding, and you can get them to come straight to your phone, because that way you're the only one that owns this. Obviously, this is a shared short code between me and whoever else uses Slick Text here.
Let's see. Here's another one. Should we use the dummy cell phone number tied to our Housecall Pro account, or should we use our real cell phone number here to connect it?
So you can't send from your own cell phone number, because that would be number spoofing, and carriers don't like that. So this would be a newly generated phone number. So typically what you'd want to do is identify who you are, what your company is. Sometimes even maybe the first text out could be like, hey, my name's Roland. I'm your carpet cleaning. I came out this year. I'm just reaching out to let you know we've got some really great coupons, or we really like you to support local, or whatever it is. So you get a little context to why you're reaching out and who you are, because they might not necessarily recognize a number because it's the first time that they've seen it.
And then some questions for Mel. Let's see here. This has to do with the PPP equipment being shipped. I'm not sure if we have the correct answer for this, but of the PPP equipment being shipped, how do small service businesses get a hold of those? The masks, the gowns, the gloves, etc.
Yeah, we've been hearing about how the White House has been provisioning hospitals and medical centers and has been, increasing the stockpile to be able to ship around the country. So I have not currently heard of any product that they've been generating being sent to the other essential services businesses. So like even when you're seeing those orders come out that additional, precautions are necessary, like in grocery stores, they're specifically saying not the medical grade. So if you're looking for anything medical grade, I have not seen any programs that are diverting them to the home services. I would say you go to our Facebook group. I mean, there are folks who are, finding some non-medical grade, materials that are helpful. So I think your peers are going to be your best source of resources there. And we've got over 2,000 members in our Facebook group. I think we're almost at 2,500.
Yeah,
so,
we hit 2,500 today.
But the odds are you've got someone with a similar problem. You might even find places and ways to trade things. I know, I know someone who recently ordered some non-medical grade, but still what she was looking for on eBay because there was nothing available to her local. So I don't have an inside scoop. I wish I did.
Yeah. But if we were to make an educated guess, I don't think that they'll be available to other essential businesses that aren't healthcare workers, just because of where they really need to be on the front lines.
Yeah, not until we get ahead of the needs for healthcare workers, which we might. So I know they're in rapid production as we speak.
And then one more question on the EIDL. I know we're going to talk about this more next week. And so this is actually a question everyone, if you have received money from the EIDL or the PPP. This is one specifically on the EIDL from Philip. So I have an approval for the EIDL, but now getting a total runaround from the SBA. Do you have any information on this? Where should I go next? If I have an approval?
We have been hearing from people who have been getting money through the EIDL, especially that $10,000 advance. So money is starting to flow, and it seems from everything I'm reading online and in our Facebook group, it's don't call us, we'll call you when we need something from the SBA or from in the case of the PPP loans, from your bank. And unfortunately, I know that's really frustrating, but money is starting to flow. So I don't have any best recommendation to make that happen any faster, but we are seeing the money come through. And I know we're going to do an upcoming live cast on it to talk to people who've received their money and get any tips or insights from the people who are one step ahead in the process.
Yeah, and I'd say if you have received anything, it would be really great if in the coronavirus group you could share the bank you used, when you applied for it, and when you actually got it. And if you're comfortable sharing with how much, share that as well, because I feel like these are all really interesting insights that would benefit the community so much from all of your guys' input.
And to add on to that, if you would be willing to join us as a guest, please let us know. We can do all the research until we're blue in the face, but we really don't know what it is like on the receiving end of that. So if you have insights to share, I know a lot of questions are around what forms do I need? What kind of proof do I need? What do I need to prepare myself to apply? We want to start answering those questions with pros who have received it. So if you are interested in joining us as a guest or even providing yourself as a resource to other pros and give your insight, we would be more than appreciative there. Other than that, this was really a workshop Wednesday evening update showing you how to do text blasting to your customers in a legal way. So if you have any other questions on this, you want to share the one that you use or want to brainstorm any ideas of things that you can be texting out to your customers right now, post it in the coronavirus Facebook group. Other than that, we will see you back here tomorrow. We have a very special guest on and it's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to tease right now. We'll post an announcement in the Facebook group about who it is, because if you're in the plumbing industry, I'm sure you guys have heard of our special guest for tomorrow.
Yep. You're not going to want to miss this one. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun.
Even if you're not in the plumbing industry, let's just say this person has a lot of followers on Instagram, and we'll be sharing some of that knowledge with you tomorrow on how to up that even during this time of downsizing everything. So we'll see.
And a mustache 10 times bigger than mine.
Yes. So
imagine that.
I think that's pretty easy to imagine, Roland. You don't have that big of a mustache.
I know.
A mustache 10 times.
It's growing now.
There's still time, to filter in place, Roland. You can just have at it.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I would love to see that look. So we'll see you guys back here same time tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Make sure you're joining on the Zoom. We are going live on Facebook, but really the experience is a lot better on Zoom. And so we prefer if you guys come here so you can ask questions. We can see them quicker. We can talk with you this way. But we really do appreciate you joining us every night and taking the time out of your evening to learn and still grow during this time. But other than that, we'll see you in the Facebook group and back here tomorrow at 5.
Night.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.